Elohim La, Alahai Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, Wa Malakia, Ba'ashem, Harawat, Wakakodash, Barakathum, the Water Bible Ball, Waquam, Yasharala. Double honor to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who teach us daily, and to the men out there teaching the likewise doctrine. I say you shalom. Today we're gonna get into a couple of videos about the chariots again because they running out of lies, basically. Now they still call them drones, but the clip I got of this chariot, it's beyond obvious that this is not a drone because what this chariot is doing in this video, drones cannot physically do. Now it's a clip of a chariot. It's just formulating right in front of dude's eyes out of nowhere, and it takes the form of a cloud. So drones cannot do that. Esau need to stop. But see, let me turn this down. It's prophesied that let me get it. He will not behold the majesty of the Lord. Let me get it. Isaiah chapter 26, verse 10. Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of the Lord. He don't want to give the Lord his credit, his props, his recognition. He always want to say it's something that either he is in control of, or he gonna proclaim it's something that he's in control of the narrative of. But see, every time Esau come with a lie, the Lord call his bluff. Just like when they shut down the airspace over New Jersey, over that airport in New Jersey, a chariot still showed up. When they first started calling them drones, a chariot shot down a drone. That was the Lord distinguishing the difference between the two. So yeah, he messing up everything Esau tries to do. They do not behold the majesty of the Lord. They do not recognize that the Lord is present, because Esau wants to be God. You got to be intelligent first to be a God. Second of all, you can't be a base man. All this stuff Esau doing is base man behavior. Right now, you got Donald Trump now he declared war on the post office. What did the mailman do to you, cuz? See how they just all over the place, don't know what to do with themselves. They got so much power, don't know what to do with it. And it's turning out that they are childishly reckless, childishly impulsive, childishly emotional, childishly childish. These are not qualities of a leader, but yet you delusional people, you delusional MAGA people, y'all expecting valedictorian performance from a short bus student. It don't work like that. But like I said in the scripture right here, they will not behold the majesty of the Lord. They will not recognize the Lord, but they ain't gonna have no choice real soon, because they ain't gonna have no choice but to recognize the Lord's presence. So let's grab the videos real quick. But first, I want to get into the one Dabu 7 brought out. It's this one. It says, disturbing pattern of mystery drone flights appear on new interactive map. Check out what he say.
What's up, guys? It's been a minute. Some new information here in regards to what's going on with these drones, or what they want to call UFOs, UAPs. They're mixing it all up, if you can tell. And it seems like they're still stonewalling the public. They're refusing to tell us what's really going on.
The reason why they don't want to tell you what's going on, because they're trying to figure out how to still stay in control of the narrative. No, you never was in control of the narrative, Esau. The Lord always been in control. He just let you do goofy shit so the Lord will know who the wicked is.
And it's a big setup, as always, but it's pretty obvious they know what's going on.
Now listen to what this man says. He's going to blame it on the country. See, this is another one that will not behold the majesty of the Lord.
And there's no way that they don't. This new pattern has emerged. When you're looking at the maps, you can see very clearly that not only are these drones coming in over top of American cities, but it's military bases. And it's not just a military base in America. They're going after these bases all over the place. In the UK and Germany, all of these other allied countries are seeing the same thing. And it's been going on for months. So the disturbing pattern that has emerged here is basically that we're the ones, our military bases are the ones being targeted. So people want to say out there, well, it can't be the United States then. Well, it can be. They could very well be practicing encroaching in on bases with their own stuff over their own bases because they can get away with it. Where else are they going to train and practice it?
See, he's trying to turn it into something that it's not, because it's the only narrative that he understands. You see what I'm saying? Esau is not spiritual. He's very carnal. If he can't see it, taste it, touch it, smell it, hear it, it doesn't exist to him. He's not spiritual. So to him, it's got to be something physical, because that's the only thing makes sense to the base man. See what I'm saying? The Lord did not give this man spirituality where he can understand spiritual things. He only understands what's in front of him that he can see. Now listen to his speech, and you're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. It's got to be something of this world, because the Lord does not exist. That's basically what he's saying.
If we are being held hostage by another country, it is game over. If that's the only other scenario, it's either your government or it's not.
See, it's got to be somebody's government. It can't be the Lord, because to them, the Lord does not exist. Let's keep going.
If it's not our government, it's another government.
There it is right there. If it's not our government, it's another government. See, it's got to be something of this world.
And we're screwed because they've got everything. They got everything that our government's got that they shouldn't have. But, you know, your government comes out and tells you that the Chinese are all inside of our telecoms and they can't get them out, even in the DOD wiretaps. How does it happen? How does a building come down that was never hit? Huh? I think you already know. It's the same hands behind it. Huge events about to go into motion.
See, he's trying to blame the chariots on Esau. No, it's not Esau. Esau scared. The rest of the Edomites, they scared just like you, bro. Because they don't know what it is. And this is the first time in a long time that Esau has been spooked over something that he doesn't understand. Now, it's human nature to fear what you don't understand, but to lie, that is very base man behavior.
All before inauguration, to set the stage here, and all these other people falling for traps left and right. That's a whole nother talk, a whole nother video right there. But it seems that this isn't going away. The drone incursions happening still on a nightly basis. There's no solid answers. All we do know is that there is a pattern of them going over United States military bases, and they're not doing nothing but creeping up and like just being there. You could say,
yeah, they spooking y'all, you Edomites. That's what they doing. They just spooking y'all until the Lord get them the green light to destroy Babylon and beam up the elect. They just waiting on the green light. Everybody waiting on the green light from the Lord. The elect waiting on the green light. The chariots waiting on the green light.
say they're scanning the area, observing the area, but it's not like the UFOs of past that would creep up and shut down a missile silo, shut down the entire base. That's not.
See, a drone cannot shut down military bases. No. They don't have EMP technology like that. The chariots do, though. They can shut down it. They can cut on anything they want to. They already proved that. They turned on a nuclear missile silo. Had Esau so scared thinking that the nuclear missile was about to launch. And then the chariot shut it down. They scared because it's out of their control. It's beyond their understanding.
Not happening. They're obviously drones with a new technology attached to them. Where
See, they drones with new technology. See, Esau will not accept, he will not behold the majesty of the Lord. They drones with new technology. What kind of drones you got with them little ass batteries that can do all this? First of all, you got to sustain flight off this battery. And then the glow that they give off would kill the battery alone. Number three, now he's trying to say that the drones, quote unquote, have a new technology where they can shut down military bases. No, they're not that sophisticated. They will never be that sophisticated to do what chariots can do.
they can go at very fast speeds, where they got a battery life or a gas tank that can outrun our military aircraft.
See, now you're trying to say the chariots got gas tanks. Esau always making up shit to substantiate his delusion, to make his delusion make sense. He's just gonna pull lies out his ass. They're not gas-powered drones that's doing this.
And where they cannot be picked up on a thermal image. But they're drones. So they've incorporated.
See, but they drones. See, that's all he understands. Something within his reasoning. He doesn't understand things beyond his reasoning.
All this UFO, UAP type of tech, bits of it, into the drones now, and you're seeing it on display. So only a matter of time before one of these things come down full scale and we see what it's made of. In the meantime, it looks like this is a massive black operation for sure. That's why 4C being behind this. They're the ones, DARPAs and all them Palantirs, they're the ones that make this stuff and specialize in it and test it. And
see how he lied so it can fit. He'll lie on the situation to make it fit his understanding. He's saying the government doing this. No, the government don't know what the hell was going on. They know, but they'll never tell you the truth because that takes away from their power.
Roll it out. The biggest thing is that your government's lying to you. Will Trump tell you on January 20th, when he's sworn in, will he tell you the truth, knowing that he will know every bit of what's going on with it? Or will something huge happen before then? I guess we're on the clock here. Time's ticking. And inauguration coming up fast. Head on a swivel, guys, is all I could say. And if you guys see anything in the sky, get any images, any footage, anything like that, let me know. Dabu7@yahoo.com. I'd love to share it, analyze it, see what we're working with. There's a big difference between some of these objects out there, obviously, between drones, UFOs, orbs, and all that. So keep fighting the fight, guys. And keep your head up. It's been Dabu7. Hope to see you on the live streams. Much love.
Now let's come out of this. I want to show you another video. Now let's go to this one. It says, man trips out as he witnesses a chariot materialize out of nowhere. And this right here, this scripture is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 2. But I'm going to start at verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. Verse 2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all they look for. See, this is beyond Esau's understanding. Now, when the elect get beamed up from the chariots, that is what this scripture is talking about. When they see it, meaning the elect being beamed up into the chariots, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for, because Esau never gets in 1,000 in a million years that the Lord uses chariots, what they call spaceships, UFOs. This is so far outside of Esau's reasoning and understanding. See, Esau don't know everything after all. Matter of fact, he's the base man. He knows the least. He just make up shit and call it information, call it science, calls it history. Just make up shit. Let's go.
That's trippy. Somebody help me understand that. Somebody help me understand what the that is. Look at no, that's the guy's tripping. Big time, baby, big time.
That's a drone. Let's run it back. Drones can't do that.
That's trippy. Somebody help me understand that. Somebody help me understand what the that is. Look at no, that's the guy's.
See? Now let's go to Zechariah chapter 5. And it's talking about the same situation what Buddy looking at. This is Zechariah chapter 5, verse 1. Then I turned to lift up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. Verse 2. And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits. The breadth thereof is 10 cubits. Cubit is a unit of measurement. I think it's between 45 and 46 centimeters. Verse 3. Then he said unto me, this is the curse that go forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it. Yeah, this is the curse to Esau, but it's a blessing to the Israelites. So let's keep going. We can come out of this now. Let's go to the book of Daniel. And for all y'all that don't want to accept it, yes, UFOs, spaceships, chariots, they're in the Bible. Daniel chapter 7, verse 13. I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. The Son of Man came with clouds. The chariots are also referred to as clouds in some of these scriptures. You're going to see, I'm finna bring them out now. Let's go to the book of Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 25, verse 31. Wait a minute. That ain't it. Hold up. That ain't what I was looking for. Let's try this one. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 66, verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. Yeah, you seen them shoot out a flame of fire to shoot that drone down. Yeah, they can do that. They can shoot laser beams. Believe it or not. Where you think Esau get all this from? He ain't just make it up. He got all his stuff from the Bible, man. Let me see what this one is. Let's go to Jude. This is the book of Jude, chapter 1, verse 14. And Enoch also, the seventh from Adam, prophesied of these, saying, Behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000 of his saints. Those are the chariots. Those are angels in those chariots. Verse 15, to execute judgment upon all, and to convince all that are ungodly among them of all their ungodly deeds, which they have ungodly committed, and all their hard speeches, which ungodly sinners have spoken against him. Verse 16, these are murderers, complainers, walking after their own lusts, and their mouth speaketh great swelling words, having men's purses in admiration because of advantage. Because they do it because they can. They've never been punished, so they have no fear. Now the Lord coming with 10,000 of his saints. They gonna be chariots. Some of them gonna be chariots, some of them gonna be the elect. The 144,000 put in them new bodies. Now let's go to Revelation. The book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds. There you go. And every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so among, because they're going to be so scared, they ain't going to understand what they're seeing. Just like dude was freaking out in this video, just imagine that on the global scale. Everybody will be freaking out because, number one, the government will never tell them what's happening. The government going to leave y'all to fend for y'allself. They're going to be in them bunkers. So everybody going to be spooked because their eyes are not going to process what they are seeing. Because chariots, they don't obey laws of physics. That's why Buddy was tripping. That cloud did not follow the laws of physics. Let's still in Revelation. Let's go to chapter 11. And we'll start at verse 11. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh entered into them. That's the Lord waking up the elect. That's why you got prophets on every corner damn near, prophesying the downfall of America. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life came from Yahweh, entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them that which saw them. Verse 12, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying, come up hither. See? And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. Now let's go to the book of 2 Chronicles. Chapter 16. We'll start at verse 9. And it says, for the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth. They report back to the Lord, man. to show himself strong in the behalf of them whose heart is perfect toward him. See, when we see chariots, those are faith boosters to us. Let me read it again. To show himself strong in the behalf of them whose heart is perfect toward him. Those are faith boosters to us. That's why we so bold. That's why, because we know the chariots, if we don't see them directly, they somewhere close when we at camp. And they don't just appear at night. They appear whenever they want to appear. But they make themselves seen and known to only those who they want to see them. Just like when they be stunting in front of cameras, because they want you to record them. That's the Lord making his chariots known. They know when they're being recorded. They didn't want to be recorded. They'll shut your phone down. Yeah, when we see chariots, these are faith boosters. What's the source of your faith, Christians? That cross you wear? The picture of that white boy on your wall that ain't did shit for you and ain't gonna do nothing for you because he is not a God, that is a man. And if you knew his true history, I doubt you'll be worshiping him. This man ran a train on his sister with his father, who was a pope. Look up Caesar Borgia. That's who y'all worship, man. Let me start over. 2 Chronicles chapter 16, verse 9. For the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth to show himself strong in the behalf of them whose heart is perfect towards him. Herein thou hast done foolishly. Therefore, from henceforth thou shalt have wars. Talk about Esau. That's all they do. Country been in existence over around 250 years and only had 12 years of peace. This is a warlike people. A very froward nation of Edomites. Froward means difficult to get along with. That's why they never have peace. They never learn how to live and let live. Only take, take, take. Lie, lie, lie. Murder, murder, murder. Steal, steal, steal. And lie, lie, lie some more about it all. And now Trump, he talking about he trying to take Panama. He trying to take Mexico. He trying to take Canada. I mean, this dude is foolish. How you gonna take all these nations with this watered down ass military? All these alphabet people in your military, man, they gonna get drugged. All these soft ass people in the military, they ain't finna do shit. They ain't finna bust a grape. But you talking all this big boy shit on your social media and ain't even in office yet. That's a fool. But y'all believe in that fool, don't you? Every time this fool disappoints you and get caught in a lie, you still got faith in the fool. So you gonna suffer. You gonna be destroyed. You gonna follow this fool right into the fire. Delusional ass Babylonians. Expecting valedictorian performance from a short bus student. Man, y'all crazy as hell. Go to Exodus chapter 13. Now he raging war on the post office. I mean, just an idiot. Always trying to fix something that ain't broke, but intentionally ignore the problems that they cause, that they should fix. If they were righteous rulers, though. That's not gonna happen because that's the right thing to do. Exodus chapter 13, verse 21. And the Lord went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud to lead them the way, and by night in a pillar of fire to give them light to go by day and night. Verse 22, he took not away the pillar of the cloud by day, nor the pillar of fire by night from before the people. The people are the Israelites. What this is talking about is, this is how they got back to Israel. In the daytime, they followed a chariot. That's how they got out of Israel. They followed it, and they led them from Egypt back to Israel. At nighttime, it glowed like amber. Let's go to Ezekiel. Ezekiel chapter 10, verse 10. We can start at 9, we can start at 8. And there appeared in the cherubims the form of a man's hand under their wings. Verse 9. And when I looked, behold, the four wheels by the cherubims, one wheel by one cherub, and another wheel by another cherub. Cherubs are angels. And the appearance of the wheels was the color of a beryl stone. Let's see what beryl is. Now, I don't know if y'all can see these. Actually, let's do this. Let me come out of this. Let's do this. We'll look it up here so y'all can see it. I don't know if y'all can see it on the phone. Beryl, here it is. It's a mineral. It's a precious stone. And as you can see, the chariots, they changed into all these colors. See, look at this. Emeralds. Yeah, they changed. There it is. Amber, golden beryl. That's a nice stone. These are precious stones. Look at that one. Red beryl, see? Okay, we can come out of it. I just want to show y'all the beryl. Okay. Now let's go back to Ezekiel. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 1. We can start at verse 3. The word of the Lord came expressingly unto Ezekiel the priest, the son of Buzi, in the land of Chaldeans by the river Chabar. And the hand of the Lord was there upon him. Verse 4. And I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud, and a fire enfolding itself, and a brightness was about it. And out of the midst thereof was the color of amber, out of the midst of the fire. Yeah, that's that glow. That's that color. Let's come back out of this. Now let's get amber. This amber. Are the cherries not this color? Yes, they are. Now let's go to Psalms. Chapter 68, verse 17. The chariots of Yahweh are 20,000, even thousands of angels. See, we told you they was angels. The Lord is among them as in Sinai, in the holy place. Now let's go to 104, chapter 104, verse 2. Who coverest thyself with light as with a garment? Who stretches out the heavens like a curtain? Verse 3. Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters? Who maketh the clouds his chariot? There it is. Who walketh upon the wings of the wind? Verse 4. Who maketh his angels, spirits, his ministers, a flaming fire? That's literal too. Now let's go to the book of Acts. Chapter 1. And this is when the Lord ascended into heaven. Verse 9. And when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. The Lord was beamed up by a chariot. Verse 10. And while they looked steadfastly toward heaven as he went up, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel. Verse 11. Which also said, Ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? This same Yahushua, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven. I mean, he's coming back the same way he left, on a chariot, a huge father ship. Believe it or not, it don't matter to us. Go to Isaiah chapter 19, verse 1. The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud. Did Dabu say these things are fast? Yes, they are. Matter of fact, Edomite, he did a report. He did some research on the chariots, and he said that the fastest that a man can travel, which is by a plane, man-made, is around 17 Gs, Mach 17. The human body will pass out around Mach 10 Gs. He said they clocked the chariot at over 10,000 Gs, Mach 10,000. And that is so many times faster than the speed of light. There's no engine that can do this. And then they have no noise, no combustion, no engine. These are not man-made. Start over. Isaiah chapter 19, verse 1. The burden of Egypt. Behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. Because these, like I said, these people are not going to understand what they're looking at. Now let's go to chapter 26. Verse 20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors behind thee. That's when the elect get beamed up. I've never seen a cloud with doors. Hide thyself as if it were for a little moment until the indignation be overpassed. So the Lord saying, just chill here for a minute till we get through putting foots in these Edomites' asses on earth. Because the elect gonna get beamed up into the chariots looking down at the destruction of Babylon. Verse 21, for behold, the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The earth also shall disclose her blood, and shall no more cover her slain. Yeah, the Lord, Esau so bad, the Lord got to come from heaven. He got to come down here and personally put a foot in Esau's ass. Let's go to Luke. Chapter 21. And we start at verse 25, and this section is called the return of Hamashiach. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity. I told you they don't understand what they're seeing. The sea and the waves roaring. Verse 26. And this is all this red letter. So this is Yahweh Shah Mashiach speaking. Verse 26, men's hearts filling them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Verse 27, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. I told you, another name for the chariots are clouds, because chariots are of this earth. They can camouflage and look like clouds, just like the animals of this earth can camouflage and blend in with the environment. And they can appear and disappear. They can go into other dimensions. They can go back to the spiritual world. Drones can't do that. Verse 28, and when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. He talking to the elect. That means we getting real close to those doors of mercy being closed, all the elect being sealed, and judgment on a mass scale gonna start going out. And it ain't gonna be no mistake. It ain't gonna be no misunderstanding. Everybody gonna know for a fact that the Lord is pouring out judgment. There's gonna be way more dead bodies than usual. Let me get a couple more and we can close. Proverbs chapter 15, verse 3, the eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good, and chariots. That's why he said that they over all the military bases in the United States. But at one point, like 2-3 weeks ago, they was over federal agents' houses just chilling. See, the Lord spooking y'all, man, on purpose. He wants y'all to be spooked. Let's go get Matthew. Chapter 18. Verse 20, red letter, Lord Yahushua speaking again. Remember we was talking about how the chariots appear over the prophets when they be at camp? Matter of fact, I did a chariot video last week, and I showed the GMS Dallas camp, and they was in the background just hanging out, just lighting up, disappearing, just chilling. This is why. Matthew chapter 18, verse 20. For where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them. And I only seen chariots come over GMS prophets. I don't see him visiting IUIC, Sakari, ISUBK. I don't see any chariots because all these dudes want to do is debate false doctrine. Ain't nobody got time for that. It's almost time to go home, man. Y'all still playing. Y'all still trying to get your views up, trying to get your content up. It's almost time to go home. All this finna be burnt up. But then who you gonna debate your silly false doctrines with? Oh, I forgot y'all gonna be dead. So y'all ain't got to worry about debating no more. You're running out of time. Y'all need to quit playing. Call all you la lahai now Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai Hamashiach Wa Malakia by Hashem Harawat Wakakwadash Baraka Thumb the water Bible Ball Wakwam Yasharala. Shalom.